it took a lot of talking to other people that I had told that I was going to write this book, and it was like, basically, you're not getting any younger. You need to get this out. People need to hear your story.
What was your habit? So, like, what rhythm, like, what kind of routine as you started to write? Like, what formula worked for you best in terms of being consistent with your writing?
So initially, I started writing this book in 2013. Here we are in 2020. I just now released it, right?
Wow.
It took a lot of talking to other people that I had told that I was going to write this book. And it was like, basically, you're not getting any younger. You need to get this out. People need to hear your story. So basically, like building up my confidence enough to share on such a level. Once I started getting it done, because I journal. So I also had like some of the events that happened, I had journaled. So it's like, oh, I can just go to my journal and like pull from there. So that's probably why certain things was like so vivid, because like I had wrote about it already. So when I actually started writing consistently, I made an alarm on my phone. So usually it was like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have a certain alarm to go off, like, you need to write. Like, crank out a chapter, even out a chapter, just a few pages, like just consistently write. So once I started consistently writing, then I got other people involved. So I was like, hey, I asked a friend, like, if you look over this chapter for me, I ain't wrote the chapter yet. So now I got to write it so they can review it. So like having people to hold me accountable. So like things like that. So, and then I set a deadline. So I turned 30 this year, and I was like, I'm getting this book out before I turn 30. So I made this deadline last year that I was going to have this book published before I turned 30. Sorry
for the look. I didn't know you were 30. I didn't.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I graduated college like a while ago. I know. I don't look my age, so I've been told.
Wow. Okay, that's outstanding. So maybe another big takeaway is start cardio immediately. It's working out. No, I think that's really it's like, so your best critic will always be yourself, and your best coach, even though like the writer source, we're coaches and we coach writers, but really your best coach is always going to be yourself. You know yourself, so it's always good if like you have trouble writing, and just go ahead and sabotage yourself. Sabotage your laziness by letting your friends know, hey, in a week, can you read a chapter I've written? And I haven't written the chapter. So then now you have a reason to work towards something.
Exactly. You got to make a plan. Like you said, you know yourself better than anyone else. So make a plan that you know that you stick to, and you're committed with. Like don't do something that's so far-fetched. Like me saying that I was going to write every day, I know I wasn't going to do that. So that's why I did like 3 days out of the week, I can do that. So
yeah. Awesome. Oh, that's so great. And then it's like you took back in when I graduated from high school, I legit was like, all right, I think this is the era of me becoming sexy. So then I started asking all of my athlete friends, what do I need to do? How do I start working out? And they were like, just work out. All right, how do I start eating better? Stop eating chips. It was very basic information. And so the issue that I was having was like, I couldn't bring myself mentally to do it. And so one day I just had a friend who was just like, you have to make yourself do it. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So yeah. And it's been an up and downhill ever since. So
hey, I say at least one day is better than none. So I mean, it starts. As long as you start, you usually get better. You form a habit. It takes time.
Absolutely. Right. And also just like you have to, I'll say you have to adapt as well, because I was on a solid health journey, but then the pandemic hit, and right now you're looking at like this right here. This is all pandemic snacks.
Yeah, I think the pandemic 15 is going to take over instead of like the freshman 15. It's about to be the pandemic 15. So that's real. Like, I think everybody's taking on some pounds.
Yep. All right. Next and final question. I'll probably have a follow-up after this. Why should people buy your book?
Because it's real, it's relatable, and it's going to break generational curses.
Whoa, generational curses.
Yes.
That's amazing. Cool. And what's next for you? Are you gonna write another book? You're gonna go on some speaking engagements? What's happening?
So I've I've been asked, people like, "Are you gonna write another book?" And that's to be determined. We're gonna stick a pin in that because depending on how like something plays out, then I'll write another book.
Right.
But it's not related to this book. But
Right.
waiting, we in the waiting phase right now, so we'll see.
Okay. Take your
Um,
time. 7 years, you really took your time, and I don't mean that in a condescending way. But yeah, that's fine. Take your time. I will be happy to read another Tay Monét project.
oh, thank you.
Hmm. Great, great. So, where can people find you on social media? What are we looking for?
So you can follow me on IG taymonet_com. So it's like a play on taymonet.com. I'm
Awesome.
on IG, Facebook, Twitter, and you can go to taymonet.com just to get like latest information, where to get the book. Like it's your all be all information in one link. So
Awesome. Awesome. This has been so much fun.
yes, it has. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. And you guys are awesome. So I'm so excited and proud and elated that I got to work with you guys. And hopefully, if I write another book, you guys will definitely be my go to editors.
Boom. I just imagine like in your next book is probably going to be some like maybe it sounds like maybe it might go in a fictional route. I'm not sure, but I'm down for that. So I'm like officially like a Tay Monét fan, and I think aside from my wife, of course, I think you're probably maybe my favorite writer that we've worked with so far. So
Yay!
in post edit, I'm gonna put like a crown on your head with like some. I don't know how to do that yet, but we'll make it work.
Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me. This, like you said, it's been an honor,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
it's been a joy working with you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So again, Fall Start, a record of experiences. There it is. There it is. It is now available on Amazon. Is it on Kindle?
Oh yes, so you can get it in ebook and paper format. So
Awesome. Paper format. Just go ahead, buy two, one for you,
yeah,
one
the
for you.
holidays coming up. Yeah, go ahead and gift it to one of your loved ones.
Absolutely. What she said. So that's all we got. Thank you so much again. And we will see you on the next one.
Yes. Bye.
Be a decade from now. Bye. See ya.